Joining us now, former FTC Commissioner Mozelle Thompson, always helps us navigate these antitrust issues. Mozelle, what chance do you really think there is, and just go through and explain to our viewers, if you can, that this company will actually get broken up?
Well, I think it's a rare remedy, and it's a very extreme remedy. You know, one of the challenges here is that we're looking at forward-looking remedies here. This is not an instance where you had they were looking at consumer harm. They were looking at harm to competition. So the market and innovation is moving much faster than the courts do. So you're going to have the next phase of trial, which is going to be the penalty phase. What are the potential remedies? That could take quite a long time. I'm talking about years. Now, it took 4 years to get to this stage. At the same time, we have an appeal. Google's appealing this to the Court of Appeals. And who knows how long that's going to take and what it's going to look like. Now, when you're looking at potential structural remedies, it could be like, I've seen articles talking about maybe you should break up Google, you should separate Android, you should separate Chrome. But it's hard sometimes that you might have unforeseen consequences. It may not do what you want it to do. And so divestiture is really rare. We're also working on a time constraint here because AI is out there, and many believe that AI integration will make a lot of this stuff moot, because the AI integration may actually make the power of search engines less relevant.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously, AI is a huge, we're in the early stages of a potential revolution that could, as you say, drastically change the business models for so many companies. All of that said, and even given years to come yet in terms of remedy and appeals, do you have an expectation as to whether anything will actually occur here in terms of trying to curb what is at least been viewed as a monopolist behavior?
Well, I think the first thing they're going to do is they're going to address the direct concern of the court, which is these exclusivity arrangements, the ties between Google and these other companies to exclusively list their browser and to prefer that over other competing browsers. That's the first thing that's going to happen. And that's going to have a significant impact on the bottom line for Google, who derives substantial revenue from those tying agreements. At the same time, I'm really curious to see whether there's going to be a push to have more interoperability with what Google does in terms of their ad platform and other types of ad people in the ad space. I think that'll be harder to do mechanically, and it'll be harder to see what the end result will be. That will take longer.
So on the time frame, you said, I mean, this is obviously a years-long process. I know we have the September 4th decision, September 6th hearing on what to do next on some sort of resolution. But how does the election factor in and a potentially new Department of Justice?
Well, don't forget that this case was originally brought under the Trump Department of Justice, and it's taken this long to get this far. Now you have two things are going to happen. No matter what happens, the Department of Justice is going to change. In either there's going to be a new administration, there'll be a new president, no matter what. And so it really, I hope to see what their vision is for the future of innovation. You know, I've seen some articles talking about this is antitrust is being used as a way to get to industrial policy, but it seems sort of like a backdoor way of doing it. If you want to have a change in industrial policy, for example, more like the European regulatory model, then it needs more discussion and a broader based discussion. So I have not heard anything from either campaign about what they're going to do in that direction.